Hello there guys, and welcome back to the channel. We are back again with more rank 4 gameplay, and this time it's actually a very uncommon and intriguing rank up. Now, Spider-Ham is genuinely really fun champion, and I absolutely hate fighting against him. Now, unfortunately, this showcase is with unduped Spider-Ham, but nonetheless, that dupe ability shouldn't change all that much in majority of the fights. So let's just jump in it, and we do have about seven clips, and it starts with the 611 Sabertooth fight. So let's see how a rank 4 6-star Spider-Ham does against 611 Sabertooth boss that has Oscillate, that has a whole bunch of other stuff. I think there is that no retreat node active. And Spider-Ham actually does have a mechanic to deal with the no retreat, because he does reduce the degeneration damage. So you can kind of, work around it, play around it, and at least not worry about it nearly as much. As we can see here, 7 Spider Nonsense charges. He's not taking any no retreat damage in this case because of one synergy, I believe, that also increases the potency of that. But either way, obviously the main thing what you want to do is just get as many Porker Poppers on there and let that Sabertooth just kind of kill himself. Now, I don't think this is necessarily a long enough fight for you to try and get to level 3, but as we can see here, he's managing to maintain a very solid amount of power stings, Porker Peppers on that Sabertooth, and weaving in those heavy attacks very successfully. Again, pretty much completely bypassing that no retreat damage for most part. And unfortunately, their Sabertooth, because of Oscillate node again, just didn't quite want to play ball, but that's fine. There's 6 of them active now, and he does use his level 2 now, and pretty much dead there. He's pretty much dead. Just last couple of percent. As soon as he uses special attack, he's going to be dead. Now again, unfortunately, the Oscillate does kind of mess around with him wanting to throw those special attacks. Hopefully the Taunt will help out a bit, but it's one of the reasons why I hate Oscillate node so much. So we have 725 Power Sting path, and if I remember correctly, the 725 Power Sting path is absolutely brutal. So you don't really do damage unless opponents have Power Stings active on them, but your Power Stings are more potent and all that other good stuff. So it's practically tailor-made for Spider-Ham. If you actually think about it, there is a genuine lack of Power Sting characters in this game, because like realistically, how many champions would you use to get Power Stings on opponent? We have Mr. Fantastic, who synergizes with She-Hulk, and then, obviously Science and Tech champions all can access Power Sting. But if you're speaking strictly about champions with good Power Stings in their kit, then it's only kind of like the Spider-Ham and Yellow Jacket. And now Scorpion is gonna have the Power Sting mechanic, but still, I'm not sure it's gonna count as a Power Sting. Now we have 7.4. Oh no, wait. I think we had more fights there. My bad. My bad on this one. Yes. Next one is Hood. And obviously, the Spider-Ham is going to absolutely melt that Hood down as well. Class advantage and everything else that you might possibly need. Spider-Ham is not necessarily the quickest starter, because obviously you do want to accumulate those power stings and then hopefully have them re-trigger and reapply. And then if you get level 2, then you apply even more of them. So he's not necessarily a champion that's gonna quickly burst down a fight immediately. He doesn't start with a max damage output, but once you do get going, he can definitely sustain a very significant damage output. I think Spider-Ham is actually one of my next champions to take up to rank 3 for quite a few reasons, but yeah, that Hood just got absolutely wasted. Let's see how he's going to do against the Vision. No more class advantage this time, but it's all good. So you can see 2 Porker Poppers on. He's going to dash back, trigger that away, and here we go. So 1 Porker Popper got re-triggered, and 1 again. And he needs to get a few more of these up, but even with a couple of them, we can see that they do significant damage on this lane in particular. Again, just absolutely necessary disclaimer in my opinion. This is not the standard damage. This is an increase damage via nodes, but obviously it's always fun to watch it. Now we had 61k there, and let's see. Will that Vision use that? Will that Vision use that special? Doesn't really seem to be willing. Unfortunately, he gets to his level 3, But here is another trick of Spider-Ham. What you want to do is you want to kind of procrastinate opponent throwing that special 3 as long as possible. And now just look at Spider-Ham's health bar. He easily survives that level 3 from the vision because he had 10 out of 10 spider nonsense. He has the synergies that kind of increase that potency and further. And he mitigates vast majority of the damage that opponents do on special attacks with each spider nonsense. And obviously, again, when you are at 10, I believe he reduces about 90% of the damage from special 3 or something close to that. It's a lot of damage reduction. And now he's going to go up against Diablo, and obviously this also should be quite straightforward fight. Nothing too tricky there for a little hammy boy not to be able to handle. So he just wants to get in his heavy to maintain as many spider nonsense as possible. That heavy attack, you know, sometimes you do kind of wish that heavy attack had a bit of extra ability there, but look at that damage. Look at that damage. Diablo just gets absolutely narked. All right. And now we have Proxima. This should not last much longer. Proxima doesn't have the biggest health pool either. And he does get quite good RNG there, applying his power stings. He already has 3. Unfortunately, he does get clipped, but again, that evade can save you, will save you, and did save him. And yeah, his RNG genuinely seems to be quite good in this fight, because he seems to have fairly healthy amount of those power stings very early on in the fight. Now Proxima has 6 power stings. Come on, use it, use it, use it. That's one of the things that's kind of stressful, annoying, but I kind of love it at the same time when you obviously want the opponent to use those special attacks when you have the power stings active. And if they do expire, you just feel that sense of disappointment. But on the bright side, obviously Spider-Ham does have a complete kit with taunt built in there, and that taunt is, you know, extremely beneficial and extremely helpful. Now we have Purgatory boss, 7.4 Purgatory, and I think I actually remember using my 5-star Spider-Ham here as well. 5-star Spider-Ham was capable of doing this fight. The note here is that Hubris, where basically you can only deal proper damage to the opponent during the time they are using special attacks, and any other damage outside of that gets mitigated by like 90%. And this is basically a textbook power sting node. We can see how quickly that Purgatory is being absolutely melted there. Man, this is brutal. 173k just like that. And what was the total health pool then? The highest power sting was 190k. What is the health pool of this boss? 570k. Absolutely destroyed. Oh, we all actually have Realm of Legends fight as well. I didn't notice it. I would have started with it had I seen it before. But again, huge thank you to Khai for submitting this gameplay. Absolutely love watching Spider-Ham play. As I said, he is quite likely going to be one of my next rank ups. Partially because keeping Battlegrounds in mind as well, but still. And I hope that in this fight we might actually see the level 3, because once level 3 gets utilized properly, you know, you can just do so much damage. Not entirely sure though that we're gonna make it to level 3. Now he has 25 power sting detonations active in this fight already, but we can see that that Captain Marvel is already at like 50% health. So it's kind of race against the time. I'm not sure if that level 3 is even worth it in this situation, but he does go for it. He's at 48 hits in. He's going to activate his level 3, and we can see that. I won't see that again. I won't see that again. Activate his level 3. And that is what? 190,000 power sting damage from 35 Parker Peppers. That's sweet. I love that. She's getting up. She's going to throw a special attack, but nope. She immediately gets dropped. 6.34 Hyperion. I think this is that mean Hyperion that everybody's talking about again. Everybody seems to like to showcase their champions against this guy. I don't even remember why this guy was meant to be so hard. And I have not really went back and done this fight myself a lot. But a lot of video submissions do show this Hyperion fight. And I think here the point is that we're going to see again that special attack damage reduction. You can see that Spider-Ham was on 83% and he easily survives that special 3 and remains at like 50-some%. And I think the goal here for Spider Ham is, well, primarily going to be doing what? Just eating the level 3s. Hey, there's nothing wrong with eating a level 3. Now he has 19 porkers activated. Does he want to go for a level 3 of his own? But yeah, the point is the man can definitely eat some special 3s. Will he survive this one though? Because 22% is not too much. Will he survive this one? Will he survive this one? Yes, he did. He didn't take any damage at all there. He didn't take any damage at all. 0. Perfect 0. That's good. That's sweet. I love this one. 22%, 0. But Hype took 87. There we go. And now we have Vulture with Breakthrough. So this is in Hero variant. I do believe that Hero champions do have increased ability accuracy, which means Spider-Ham should have a much easier time applying power things as well. So this is the Hero variant once again, and the Breakthrough lane. But yeah, basically every medium, or almost every medium here, I think, should be pretty much dropping in that power sting. As we can see, it really does. And then he goes for level 1 to pause them up and taunt it, and 6 of them do trigger, and immediately that Vulture, unfortunately, pretty much none of the power stings re-triggered at that point. That was quite unlucky. That was quite unlucky indeed. But here we have 5, 6. Again, he's going to go for level 1 and pause them, and that's one dead Vulture. That is one deadish Vulture. Again, such a cool rank up, man. I love these video submissions, and I should be getting quite a nice announcement for you guys soon, very soon. Potential. Well, I don't want to get into it too much, but there will be a channel update video coming quite soon. And let's check out the Green Goblin fight, and the Green Goblin should be getting wrecked very quickly as well. Because again, virtually every medium does indeed inflict the power sting in Hero variant, thanks to increase in ability accuracy. And then with that, obviously, you know, they go down significantly quicker. That Breakthrough doesn't even really come into play here. So come on, use a special attack. He again uses level 1, strike back node, gives him some extra power, doesn't matter. He is dead. Deadish. Right, Spider-Ham against Rhino. This again should be fairly quick affair. And then the last clip that I have is from Mystic variant 1.1. I'm kind of curious what he's going to show us there in the Mystic variant as well. But genuinely exciting champion to play. Again, I do have a rank 5 5-star, which is, you know, part of the reason why I'm not necessarily using Spider-Ham as often as I should be. But as I said, I do plan on taking my 6-star to rank 3 because I awakened him not too long ago. And I actually didn't have him for a really long time, which was one of the reasons why I ended up ranking up my 5-star with one of the variant rank up gems, I think. But here we are. So we have Mysterio once again. Okay, let's see. Mysterio is an annoying guy to fight against. Mysterio is another champion that I may or may not be ranking up for Battlegrounds. I'll figure that one out in a bit. Because, you know, you can't really do anything to him after his special attacks with most of the champions, so it's very frustrating. But in case of Spider-Ham, it should be fine. He can use that level 2, no problem. He's gonna try and hit him whilst he's under parry stun. Wonderful that miss gas thing expired. Awesome. He's going for level 1. And I actually don't know how this interaction is going to be. No, it should be fine. There shouldn't be any unpleasant surprises. Because technically, you know, Power Sting does damage after the activation of special attack, but then the aura had not yet triggered. Here we have, again, Mysterio at level 3. Let's see how heavy that level 3 damage is going to be. So, it was actually quite heavy. I do not get that. Sometimes it's a lot. I guess he doesn't have the synergy here, that's why. I think that synergy is in Mojo, if I'm not mistaken. Perhaps that's why. It still mitigates the special attack damage, just, you know, not as much. One of the synergies can double that special damage mitigation. And again, Dr. Octopus, once again, I think he already destroyed one Doc Ock. Maybe just me. but it's probably in a previous clip. Either way, let's just see how quickly that Doc Ock can be beaten by the pig. Man, the pig is mighty indeed in this game, isn't it? It's kind of funny in Malkin's of Champions we have a literal pig that could beat the shorts out of Hulk any day. This game is a special game, isn't it? Because pig has the power. Not Hulk, not Silver Surfer. It picked pig over them. Ah. And pig against Carnage. Okay, I think that is gonna be the last clip, and sorry, last fight in this clip, and then we have the last clip to show for you guys. And let's see how quickly Carnage gets wrecked by those power stings once again. That's again solid 60k plus their damage. Not too bad. Now, 2 of them re-triggered, so he's on 3, he's on 4, sweet. 5, he's gonna go for level 1. And pause them, sweet, and that's it. That's one dead Carnage. Okay, let's go. This is the last clip that I have, and this is the Mystic variant with the Energize. Against Storm, it actually could be quite tricky to fight, because obviously Storm has the glancing mechanic, and you know, if she glances you, you don't get to apply your power stings. But let's have a little faith in your piggy. Let's have a little bit of faith in thy pig. Come on. Come on. There's Energize. Well, I actually remember doing this path. A lot of people were quite annoyed by this path because it is quite a lot of extra power gain. It really is. Hey, come on, little piggy that could. Still only 2 power sting detonations thus far in this fight. Everything gets glanced, which is frustrating. Come on, stupid Storm. Use it. Now, on the bright side, when he's about to use his level 2, then, you know, Storm can't glance that special attack. So that should give him some solid amount of power stings at least. So here he goes. Sweet. Now, he just needs to push her past the bar of power. Shouldn't be too hard. Come on, Storm, use that special. Sweet. And all 4 of them do get reapplied as well. And with that, the Storm is going to be pretty much dead. Let's quickly jump to the next fight, which is Iron Man. And this fight should be good. This fight should be good. He does eat a level 1 though, but still. Not the biggest of deals, because here you opponents with Energize, obviously, as long as that power gain isn't, you know, overwhelming, are perfect snack food for Spider-Ham, because they just, you know, get more power. They will be using more special attacks, and they'll be taking more and more power sting damage. So that, you know, as long as Energize isn't like unbearable, as long as it isn't like, I don't know, 300% increased power gain or something like that, and a tricky opponent, then Spider-Ham definitely, you know, enjoys opponents who gain more power than regular champions would. Here we have Proxima. He's again gonna go for... See? Nice. Half of Proxima's health, gone. Half of health pool there, gone. Got done and dusted. It's like, look at those Thanos' weaklings. How is Thanos hoping to conquer half of the universe if his, you know, chief underlings get bested by a pig? You know, I knew that Infinity War was unrealistic. Just think about them traveling across the universe, encountering a pig and getting destroyed. There's no way he would have gotten all the 6 Infinity Stones. Okay, Mojo. Mojo again is actually quite cool matchup for Spider-Ham because of the degen mitigation, and there is, you know, that Spider-Ham does have like very potent degen mitigation, and obviously he's a science champion, so he has class advantage, and on top of that he doesn't necessarily trigger many buffs, if any, and he has taunt, so there's like quite a lot in his kit to help you deal with Mojo. And as you can see here, the degen just does nothing. The degen just does nothing against Spider-Ham. It's one of his most underrated abilities, I kind of feel, because he's really good against champions that rely on degeneration damage. Here we go. He's going for level 1 to pause that. Inflict taunt. He tries to use special and dead. That's again 1 deadish mojo. Right. That's gonna be it for this showcase. I actually have tons of things still to do today. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. I definitely did. Absolutely love seeing a rank 4/6 Spider-Ham. Huge shout out to Khai for submitting this in, and I will catch you guys later. See ya. Hello there guys, and welcome back to the channel. So we have all the information about the next